Hi everyone, Lou here. You know, I love mystery stories. One of my favorite genres to read about is mysteries, and some of my favorite movies are mysteries. Also, I use Tumblr even after the great porn purge of 2018. Since I love mysteries so much and, you know, I'm a Tumblr user, it's no wild guess that I used to be a fan of BBC's Sherlock. That's right guys, drink your damn tea because today we're talking about a Sherlock manga. So obviously I'm not a huge fan of it anymore. Though I find the first season to be surprisingly well written and kind of clever, season 2 is okay. It's season 3 that killed the series for me and I'm not a fan of it anymore. Before anyone asks, I did not ship John and Sherlock, nor do I find the characters or actors attractive at all. I was just really someone who liked the writing and that was it really. Now that I've explained myself first, allow me to explain you a story. I'm walking to my local bookstore, checking out manga to possibly review and see if any manga I already read has the latest volumes in store for a reasonable price. And there I spot it, on the bottom shelf. You see, I'm actually very tiny, so that's how I was able to see it. There it was. A Sherlock Holmes manga. So which one of y'all weebs on Tumblr begged for a manga of season 1 of Sherlock because y'all were too lazy to check it out on Netflix? I see you. This is your sin. Okay, in all honesty, there's really not much to this manga. It follows the first season of Sherlock pretty closely, except Benedict Cumberbatch's face does not adapt well into a manga format. Yikes. I will say that a lot of calmer moments in this manga were in the TV series are exaggerated, you know, because anime, so like you get that there. It's just so weird to see because as I kept reading it, I was just like, this is literally just a manga version of the first episode. How many Watson and Sherlock doujins did y'all make that the original writer of Sherlock said to himself, you know what's marketable? Manga. I mean, it's not that I find it's boring in the slightest. It's decent for what it is. I'm just so hopelessly confused by its existence. Anyway, let's continue on with this review. I know what's important to most Sherlock fans, and that's John and Sherlock's friendship. I say friendship because the show obviously hints that, you know, John is not romantically interested in Sherlock, at least when you consider he got married and everything else in season 3. Sherlock, but he's such a narcissist sometimes that it's hard to say if he even has the slightest interest in anyone. I'm really not gonna go in depth here, but it's honestly portrayed exactly like the TV show, though it seems the manga changes his expressions to show that maybe he's got a thing for Bilbo Baggins. I mean John. Hey look, there's that one quote every asshole online uses to justify their behavior for being a prick. Nice going, guys. Gotta keep that in there for those assholes in online forums who don't want to use GIFs. Anyway, I will give it one positive. Sherlock does have a pretty decent amount of facial expression, considering Benedict Cumberbatch's face is pretty unexpressive and uses his British accent to carry a scene, along with his slight sass to carry scenes a lot. Obviously, it's not as perfect as a lot of the time it comes off weird and meme-worthy, but hey, it's decent enough. Another thing I do like is the overall art. I think it's pretty good, and the visual styling of this art seems to understand the source material's visual style very well. Though what I do think is odd is that I can't find any information on who the artist is. They're credited as Jay, but I can't find any solid information on any other work they've done. A shame, as whoever Jay is has a lot of potential. His coloring is very good and he draws real people in an anime art style very well. I'd definitely love to check out if he has any manga. Another thing I am glad about is that they only did the first season of Sherlock in manga form. It definitely would have been painful to read the mess of season 3 in manga format. Goodness, once was already enough. Though definitely a lot of this manga is mysterious. Not much is known on the production outside of the original writer for Sherlock helping writing with it. Overall, it's not actually a bad manga. If you enjoy the TV show or you're just not a fan of watching live action series, then go ahead and check it out. Maybe you'll see why so many girls wanted to get in Benedict's Cumberbatch. Though being honest here, even I don't understand why so many girls wanted to sleep with him. Though this is still very odd, it's not as weird as supernatural anime, trust me, I will get to that someday. But it's still an odd one. I mean, Sherlock was not exactly a series that screamed anime potential, nor did the actors adapt well in an anime art style. Unless you really fucking ship John and Sherlock, but you're too lazy to write your own fanfiction, so damn it, you're gonna make a doujin because we need a doujin for everything, apparently. Also, thanks guys for traumatizing me with that goshly over-detailed Sherlock and John fanfiction. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? This does make me interested if there's a Doctor Who manga floating around somewhere, and I'll definitely look into that someday, cause if Supernatural, Doctor Who, and Sherlock all have anime art styles, then we might just see the revival of Super Wholock on Tumblr to ease the pain over everyone's loss of porn. Either that or hopefully everyone forgets that combination exists for some reason, because I think we all can agree the Rise of the Brave Tangled Dragons was a much better Tumblr crossover. Anyway, this really wasn't a bad read in actuality, but I was just really confused on why it exists mostly. Hopefully I'll find another manga based on a popular BBC show. I'd really love to see a Downton Abbey manga, as that is one of my favorite BBC shows to date. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, then be sure to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you're new. And if any old or new subs would like to help support the channel in any way, then feel free to visit my Ko-fi page down below in the description, along with my social media tabs. For any subscribers, new or old, who'd like to help with video ideas or maybe want to talk about anime or something, then I have a fan server linked down below. See you next time!